Everybody, welcome to Uncle Dave's Brigade. Today I have Tommy James and the Shondells' Mony Mony. There's good history behind this song and the group, and I will share that with you after the song, so stick around. And for your newcomers here, I share history, trivia, background stories, things like that. I'm a little bit different from some of the other reaction channels. I don't just do a first-time reaction. I've heard this song hundreds of times, so whatever I put on the air, I'm pretty much familiar with in most cases. So we'll go through all that, but first hit like, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, make a comment too, make a suggestion down below if you want to hear something. I'll try to get to it, and I try to answer all the comments made. But let's get to the music, and we'll talk about the trivia and background. We had Ed Sullivan, the old timers. You remember
Tommy
him?
James and the Shondells currently have the #1 hit record in the country, Crimson and Clover. Here are the record-breaking Tommy James and the Shondells. Yours, wasn't it?
That's correct.
And weren't you born in New York City?
Well, I was actually born in Dayton, Ohio, but I was raised in Niles, Michigan. Sorry about that. And I've lived in New York for about 3.5 years now.
Fine. Well, glad to have you as a new resident.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and you guys wonderful. And the people are great.
All right. Well, Ed wasn't on the ball there, but that was him sometimes. But anyway, interesting thing about this song, they were writing the song, and they wanted a party song, and they wanted something upbeat tempo, kind of fast paced and bouncy like this. And so they had part of the beat, they had the guitar riffs and that kind of going on, and they had a few of the lyrics, but not much. They didn't have a title for the song. They didn't have a name. They wanted a girl's name, and they wanted something different, kind of like Sloopy. The old timers remember like Sloopy. They wanted something simple, but wanted to put a girl's name to it. So they were writing and very frustrated and trying to figure out what to do, what name to put on it. And they were in Tommy James' apartment in New York, and he just got frustrated and said, all right, let's take a break. So they went out on the terrace of his apartment and smoked a cigarette. And while he and a couple of his band members were there, he was looking out on the skyline, and the first thing the eyes fell on was the Mutual of New York sign, M-O-N-Y. And they clicked and said, that's it, Mony. Her name is Mony. And he said they laughed about it for about 10 minutes. He said they was, with all this fussing and fighting and trying to figure out what to do with the girl's name. He said there it was. He said he'd been looking at this sign for years. And never clicked on him that that could be the name of his song. And so he did it. But he was approached after the song by George Harrison of the Beatles. He was producing another group, and he had a whole book full of songs that he wanted to do that all sounded kind of similar to Mony Mony. He wanted to keep in the mode of this party upbeat mood, and he wanted to have Tommy James to record these songs. And Tommy turned him down, and he did it because he was changing his style. Radio was moving away from the top 40 type party songs and upbeat tempo to more album rock type music and a little more spacey type music. Give you an example. Right as that was going on, he wanted to change it to something like Crimson and Clover, Crystal Blue Persuasion, that slower type melodic type song, not the party type song. So he turned down George Harrison. Don't know what George ever did with the rest of the music. I don't know if he recorded it or gave it to somebody else or what, but he said he regrets not going back to George and telling him how thankful he was to at least have the offer, but George passed away before he ever did that. But anyway, we'll talk more about them in another video because their first hit was Hanky Panky, and there's a story behind that one too. We won't go into that here. We'll wait till we get to that one. That was their first hit. So there's a lengthy history behind that one. But they're from Tommy was born, like he said, born in Ohio, raised in Michigan, lived in New York, and 1947 he was born. He's founded his first band at 12. My goodness, I don't know what I was doing at 12, but it wasn't playing in a band. But and then it morphed over the years into Tommy James and the Shondells. So we will get back to them on other days, and I hope you liked it, enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something. If you did, hit like, subscribe, post notification bell, leave a comment, make a suggestion, and come back and see me. And thank you for stopping in. Okay. Have a great day, and be kind to each other and be kind to yourself. Bye.